What's up, everybody? I know it's been a minute. Meanwhile, I was away. There was this conversation on the internet going on about whether AI is going to replace artists. And apparently, people have been asking these questions because of new tools that are coming up in the market. For example, DALL-E and midjourney. These are AI-based bots that can create a piece of art for you. All you have to do is just write what you want, and that's it. For example, this article, I created this with midjourney, and all I wrote was a cat with lion fur in the middle of the ocean, and it gave me these 4 different versions. And I can pick any one of them, and I can upscale it, or I can modify it further, and I can just download it. And because these tools are so powerful, people have started wondering whether these tools will put artists out of the job. The short answer is no, it will not. But before I explain why, let me show you a quick demo of midjourney. So if you go to midjourney.com, you can sign in with your Discord, and it will take you to your own portal. You can see the post that you have created. So for example, I created these 2 posts, one with the cat with a lion fur, and the other one was Kobe Bryant with devil gin eyes, because I'm a Taken fan. But you can clearly see that it failed terribly, but still it made something quite good, right? And this tool is definitely powerful. And you can see that people have been experimenting with it a lot, right? Like, people are creating so many nice things with it. And one thing to notice here is that you can clearly see that there is a difference between people with a creative mind, with an artistic mind, and people like me who are just having fun with it, experimenting with it. And keep that point in your mind. Like, I'm going to talk about this later, and this is a main point when it comes to deciding whether AI is going to replace an artist or not. Here I made another article that says, like, Cristiano Ronaldo with lightsaber, and you can see that it tried to create 4 versions. I selected the version 4, and then later on it created that final version out of the version 4. And now I can just download it and I can see the result, etc., etc. If you're also thinking that an artist will be replaced because of tools like these, you are extremely wrong. And I'm going to give you 2 examples to prove my point. One would be from a tech background, second would be from a non-tech background. So let's start with the tech one. 10 years back, 15 years back, people used to write code to develop a program, right? Software developers. We used to call them coders, programmers, etc., etc. But now most of the tools that are coming up, they don't require you to write that much code. Some of them actually don't require you to code at all. They just want you to drag and drop a few of the modules, and there you go. The app is created. But that doesn't mean that software developers are out of the job. Software developers have just evolved. They have learned how to use these new tools, and it's actually made their life a bit more convenient, right? Before that, they had to write like 20,000 lines of code, and now all they have to do is just download that module, plug and play, and that's it. The mind of a software developer is still there, but now they have more powerful tools and more convenient tools to develop the same program, to develop the same application. Now let's talk about the non-tech example. Let's talk about leather in the cars, right? So you have leathers on dashboards, you have leather on the seats, and most of the cars, the leather is cut via a laser machine, right? It's automated. The machine is just cutting the leather in the shape that they want, and all they have to do is just paste it on the dashboard. But even then, there is a demand for handmade stitching, right? Or a handmade leather on the dashboard. Because again, the ability of a person, you cannot match AI with it. There will always be space for human beings, even if the AI becomes extremely smart. I know AI works on the history and the patterns and stuff, but there will always be a need for human intervention when it comes to AI, because you cannot literally put everything under AI. There is a terrible risk when it comes to AI. We have biases in the model. I can go on for like hours and hours because I'm from the AI background. I can but I'm not going to bore you with the details. This thing will never replace an artist, because an artist is now going to evolve with this tool. Now an artist can go way beyond his hand capability, right? Because now he can make a lot of things and he can just write a few commands. He doesn't really need to use the paint and the brush and everything. He can actually make 3D paintings. He can actually make paintings that are embedded inside another painting, right? Something like an inception of painting. This tool is actually going to enable an artist to become even better than he was before. This is how we should look at the new technology, and DALL-E and midjourney, this is clearly an example of that. It's nothing more. It's not there to replace artists. It's just there so that more and more artists have an access, and that's just it. Let me know what you think about it. And if you agree with me, a sub to the channel would be really good, because that would help this channel spread even further. And drop a thumbs up so that this video can spread to more people and we can know what more people think about it. All right, I'll see you next time.